A.X.L is a top-secret robotic dog created by Andrik, a Crane Systems scientist, to assist and protect soldiers. The project is funded by the military. Codenamed A.X.L. Attack, exploration, logistics. By the scientists who created it. The robot embodies advanced next-generation artificial intelligence. After a trial goes wrong, A.X.L is discovered hiding alone and damaged in the desert by outsider and motorbike racer Miles. Hill, himself alone and abandoned by Sam Fontaine after falling from his motorbike during a stunt. Miles and A.X.L connect after the robot's owner pairing technology is activated. A.X.L goes to great lengths to help and protect his new companion. Becoming himself bonded with A.X.L, Miles teams up with the smart, resourceful Sarah Reyes to protect his new best friend. They go to a remote hideout that Sarah uses as an art studio. A.X.L presents Miles with a device which takes a blood sample and completes the pairing process. Sam arrives and confronts Sarah, jealous of her relationship with Miles. A.X.L attacks Sam and Miles uses the situation to threaten him, telling him to leave Sarah alone. Sarah is angry that Miles has inflamed an already bad situation, but says she will not leave Miles. Leaving A.X.L, they go back to Miles' home and tell his father, Chuck, about the robot. Chuck advises them to return it to its owners. Meanwhile, Sam returns with his crew and burns A.X.L with a flamethrower. Sarah sees the live recording on her phone and she and Miles take off to save him. They are too late, but A.X.L gives them a location to get him repaired. Meanwhile, a man sent by Andrik shows up at Chuck's house and demands to know the location of the device that controls A.X.L. Chuck grows suspicious and outmaneuvers the man, demanding answers to his own questions. The man reveals he is looking for A.X.L. Miles and Sarah take A.X.L to a garage, where the robot begins repairing itself. Andrik sees a log of its location and sends a team to retrieve it. The agents arrive and try to retrieve the robot while it is still repairing. The repairs finish just in time, and A.X.L subdues the operatives. As A.X.L reboots, he recalls being burned with a flamethrower, and races off to kill Sam. Miles and Sarah rush to stop him. Sam and his friends are partying when A.X.L arrives. Sam tries again to burn him with the flamethrower, but the fuel runs out. Miles and Sarah arrive and convince A.X.L not to kill Sam. A swarm of drones arrives and disables A.X.L. Miles and Sarah are captured and delivered to Crane Systems. Andrik tries to override Miles' control of A.X.L, but fails. When Miles refuses to reveal where the remote is, Andrik programs A.X.L to attack Sarah. Sarah manages to convince A.X.L not to attack her, by reminding him of how she drew a feather at the hideout. Captain Weber, Andrik's military superior, shows up. Andrik tries to escape, but is arrested. Knowing they are surrounded, Sarah allows herself to be captured. Miles and A.X.L escape, but are pursued by helicopter. They race through hilly terrain until Miles falls from his motorbike. Miles orders A.X.L to run. A.X.L obeys and tries to get as far away as possible before self-destructing. Whilst uploading to the internet all the memories he, Miles and Sarah had together. Having finished, A.X.L looks at Miles' image for the last time, and says, "Yo. Send it," before finishing the self-destruct sequence. Miles then allows himself to be captured by the military. 6 weeks later, Andrik has been imprisoned for violating national security and endangering the lives of civilians. He is visited by Weber, who informs him that A.X.L's code has resurfaced and wants to know what it is doing. Sarah and Miles have gone to college with scholarships provided by the military, to buy their silence and to keep an eye on them. Sarah and Miles are spending a day hanging out at the beach, studying and playing with their new puppy. When Sarah hands him an envelope, Miles opens it and pulls out a note from his dad saying, "This yours?" Quote. He flips the envelope upside down and A.X.L's remote falls out into his hand. He asks Sarah if he should press it. The device uploads an A.X.L app onto their phones. They realize that A.X.L has somehow survived and is trying to return to them.